Quick, quick, quick. Where's the bloody mute? Mute! I've got to mute Barry. I'll bet. Well, we'll see. If you've seen if you've heard a little bit of Barry, then I've got away with it. If you haven't heard any Barry before I started speaking, or you heard a few seconds of Barry, it means those nasty people at Warner Brothers, whoever controls Barry, Beelzebub, BMG Enterprises, it means that they've decided they can't have me listening to Barry in public. It's all right in private, and normally I would only listen to Barry in private because, you know, Barry. We all knew Barry. I mean, when Barry came out as a pufter, I thought, yeah, what? I mean, I've been listening to Trying to Get This Feeling Again, where he's sort of up, down, high, low, and all this palaver, trying to get the feeling for this missus or woman or whatever. She's coming back after being away, and he's trying to get the feeling again. I thought, Barry, you're never going to get the feeling again because you like, you see, you don't like Annie, you like, so you'll never get the feeling back. I knew. And Liberace, oh, we all knew about Liberace. He took was it the Daily Mail he took to court for insinuating that he was an uphill gardener? Well, it turns out he clearly was, allegedly. Can he sue me from beyond the grave? And, yeah, I've got quite a good gaydar, I think. What was his name? Barry Manilow. Not Barry Manilow. Another Barry. Is it a Barry? No, I'm getting confused. Michael Barrymore. I bloody knew. Long before he decided to tell folk. I knew. I got the vibes from him. Right, I'm tidying up. I don't know what the date is. It's sometime in January, and it's we're snowed in. They don't grit the roads near us. So people have been venturing out, playing with snowballs. I've seen people going out in bobble hats with little toddlers, couples with little toddlers in between, walking along the snow. And I've just been looking like a pervert, like a peeping Tom. No, I've just been glancing out the window, and I thought, isn't that nice? But I had to get the snow off my skylight because it was covered. It was very dark in the ensuite. So I got a wand and a nozzle from a Henry and sort of pushed the snow off. It's got dark though. What is the time and what's the date? Hang on. It's January the something. I know that for sure. I'm busy doing. I'll show you what I'm up to. It's Sunday the 5th of January. It's 12:29 p.m. Yeah, that's it. So I like to give a date stamp, so in years to come I can think, oh yeah, it was then. So I'm doing some sortings, as I have been. Now I had to, just behind me here, I'll take the camera off so you don't look at me. I'll show you what I've been up to, show you what I hope to do, and why I'm doing it. I'm plugged into the mains at the moment because my battery isn't charged, and I can't be asked to go and find a charged battery. So, yeah, I'm moving things about. Now, I don't want to keep a television in my bedroom, but I've still got lots to archive. So I still need to use the TV and DVD recorders and my other gubbins in order to put my old stuff onto my SD card so I can share it with the general public if they're interested. So I'm just fiddling about with lots of wires at the moment. I'm always fiddling with wires around the back of electronics. So here's the horror. I'm getting there though, you know. I wanted to listen to some CDs. I don't know what I'm going to do. It's not very convenient. I've got rid of loads of clothes. Well, not yet. They're downstairs ready to go to Chowdy. All my skinny jeans. I mean my oh, I don't know if some snow just moved off a bit I've got left. I don't know what I was thinking. I got these really, really skinny, silly jeans, and I'm too old for them. I'm also too fat for them. So I saw a picture, a meme perhaps it was, and it was a picture of a fat man with skinny jeans. And next to it was a pigeon. They were comparing. So obviously a pigeon, a well-fed pigeon, has a fat, plump body and really skinny legs. And when I saw that, I thought, yeah, Rog, you're 50-odd. you shouldn't have them. So I've tried them on. I tried all my jeans on just to make sure I was getting rid of the right ones. I was wearing some fairly thin jeans in the leg a couple of days ago and noticed they'd already got a hole in the bottom. Just a little hole, but a hole nonetheless, and they're not even old. They don't make jeans like they used to. So I've decided I'm not going to waste money on Wranglers anymore. I'm just going to buy M&S or very own branded jeans, which are a fraction of the price. And I've got some Very jeans from very.co.uk, and they're fine. And yeah, so when you reach a certain age, folks, don't wear skinny jeans because you look an absolute tit in them. Well, I certainly did. So they've all gone to charity, and some other tops and things that never really fitted me when I bought them, let alone now. So yes, I just got a few CDs out. I need something better. They're all sort of, top shelf of the wardrobe, and they're not even sorted properly yet. And I saw Barry, and I thought, oh, crikey, I've not listened to any Barry for a long time. So I've been crooning to Barry. So I can't move much. As I said, I'm plugged in. So hang on, let me turn around the other way. Turn around every now and then. That's where the TV was, and as you can see, I've got other equipment, mini disc player, VHS, a Super VHS video cassette recorder, and a Sony DVD recorder. So I've also got others, So I've got I think that's my newest. And it's not my newest. I think my newest is downstairs, but it's another Sony DVD recorder, and my little Sony 32-incher. One of my Apple TVs. That's all going to be wired up. And then I've got where is it? I brought it up. Oh, heck. I've got some cheese tasters. This thing, I must be careful with this because this is marvellous. This Cloner Alliance doodah. Oh, you nearly saw me. Can't have that, can we? So I'm going to get that all sorted and connected. And then I think I might start looking at while I can, before the thing goes tits up. Hang on, it's going in this drawer here. This is a Sony Handycam that I did record I recorded a lot of vlogs on here before I was even on YouTube, making content. So I've got a lot of mini cassettes. I still have to digitize a lot of this, and I've got loads and loads of these with things on. You see I don't know what's on there. It says Saturday the 10th of September. It's from 2011, new house. It's from Saturday the 10th of September, new house. Must be this house, I think. So I've got all those vlogs to put up. You can see around my old house. I did a tour of it after I tidied it all up, ready for the estate agent to come and take photos. And then there's all the process of moving, and when this house is being built, and all that's to come. But I need to start doing it before either the tapes deteriorate, although I've got videotapes that are very old and they're still fine, or before this Sony Handycam stops working, because I need to plug that into my Magic Box. And once it's all set up here, this will be my editing station. I'm going to not get rid of, but put those other bits of equipment somewhere else. I still need them. I'll probably have to leave out the Super VHS doodah. So this will all be clear. This was clear actually last night. I did quite a bit of tidying up. You could see the whole of this rug. Now I've got my bouncer and I haven't used it. So when that's gone, I'll have more room to put my trampoline here. Obviously the speakers are staying, all that's staying, but all that gubbins will be gone. So when all this is clear, I'll be able to get my trampoline out and bounce on it daily, which is what I'm planning on doing, because I really need to get bouncing for health reasons. My record cleaning device can go here and it can be plugged in. Oh, I've left that on. One of me lights I bought for me for the storage unit. I just used that because it's pretty dark behind there, and when you're plugging in equipment, you need to know you're plugging into the correct doodah, don't you? Let me just take a swig of me dandelion and burdock ings. Now then, this is hurting my hand, this. Let me just sort of adjust myself. This whole unit here, last night I had to move it, and I only moved it a couple of weeks ago. I can't move it, and there's 2 units actually there. That's a separate unit. So I can't move it with the drawers in, so I have to take all the drawers out, well, nearly all of them. I managed to leave the bottom drawer in. All that unit was moved out the way, and I took out those 2 big drawers and I think one of the top drawers, but then it was okay to move because behind it is a small access hatch I can just about squeeze through, and there's a little bit of storage space where I've mainly got old Hoover leaflets and other brochures, smaller things that will fit through this small hole. But also I've got a box full of personal effects, and I needed to find my old passport, you see. Let's see if I can. I won't show you it in case someone tries to copy it online and assume my identity, but it is way, way out of date. I don't know if it's got a date on it. I think it was a 10-year passport. Now, don't think I'm going anywhere abroad, because I'm not. But I do need some proof of ID, and I thought I'll just get another passport. Oh, I can't see the date. Hang on. Is this? I don't think there's anything in this one. I did have one which did have, it would have had Florida and Madeira. I went to Florida, Madeira, and somewhere else. So what I'm doing, yeah, I've told you what I'm doing, folks. I'll continue to listen to some music from my collection and continue getting rid of all this out the way. Clear, clear, clear. In that corner is just Lego and Playmobil that I need to make videos of or build. Now I've decided what I'm doing with my Lego, and I thought, well, that's a good idea, Rog. Instead of just building a kit. So I've got some small kits and I've got some large kits. There's a large kit over there. That's a tree house that I've had a while. And there's some smaller kits like the, that's a Lego minifigure, but a big sized one. You know, that's not going to take ages. But the bigger sets, you know, hours and hours. So what I thought I would do, because I've got this desk, there is a desk there, I know you can't see it. I got that desk primarily to record these brochure videos, and I've got, you just about see in the middle there, that's a sort of a tripod-y thing that's attached to the window ledge, and I had my camcorder, you know, facing downwards onto the table, onto the desktop. But I thought what I will do with the big sets of Lego, I'm going to do a review of them. I'm not going to sort of do a speed build. I thought what I will do is do 1 bag a day. So whatever bags you get in a pack of Lego, I'm just going to do bag number 1 one day, and then take a snapshot of it, maybe a snapshot of the bag and then a snapshot of it assembled, and then I'll continue that. And then I'll incorporate that, speed it up probably, in a review when it's all built. I thought I'd do it that way. I mean, there's loads of Lego channels. I've seen a few on the YouTube, and I can't compete. You know, there's some genres that I'm thinking there's no point in trying. And I'm not going to be a Lego channel. Not this channel's bits and doings. It's just, you know, assorted crap. So there's no point competing with these big Lego channels who get the stuff free and get it before it's released. You know, I'm not doing that sort of thing. But, you know, it might be interesting to some of you folk. It's just something else I can put up on the channel, isn't it? And that's what I'm going to do, folks, hopefully. But yeah, there's so much of my archives. I mean, apart from the video, there's all my radio, when I did hospital radio. Now, obviously, as I've mentioned before, I won't be able to feature very much of the music, maybe a few seconds, intro and outro. I'm just taking another swig. But yes, it'll be interesting, possibly. I don't know. So it'll just be, you know, just be audio. It'll be like a podcast, really. So there'll just be a screen with a picture and no moving pictures. You know, so it's something you can just listen to, I suppose, while you're getting your housework done or whatever you have to do. So yes, you see there's more. I've got lots of these equipments. There's 2 more DVD recorders there. And there's one of those Humax boxes underneath that thing. Humax that's got stuff on. But it's not DVD, it just records onto a hard drive. But I can get the stuff, any stuff I want to keep from there, I can get it onto an SD card now via the Cloner Alliance doodah. So that's marvellous. Best thing I've got. I've tried so many things and used so many different techniques of how to digitize my content. And some of the stuff you have seen and where I've managed to digitize it, but it involved a lot of hassle and software and computers and all that. This, it just, whatever I plug into it, whether it's digital or analog, it does something magic and it puts it onto an SD card. And then once the stuff is on an SD card, then I can deal with it. I just slip it into the side of my, sugar. I slip it into the side of my MacBook and I can import it and then fiddle about. Improve it in some cases. Some of my old stuff, I have sort of tweaked it, improved it a bit. I reckon before too long, though, that's why I'm still keeping a lot of the old media. I think there'll be technology soon where you can put really, really awful footage that you might still have scrambling about and run it through something and it will come out looking, high def, modern. You know what I mean? Even with stuff I've already uploaded to YouTube, hopefully there will be some program I can run it through, upload it to, and it will, improve matters. Or not, as the case may be. Who knows? So I'm just stepping over all the crap. No, it was getting tidy. But like it's 1 step forward, 2 steps back at the moment. So yeah, I see. I've got Lego here. What's going to do around Christmas? I've got Christmas tree. I've got the Christmas village high street scene or something. I don't know what that is. Hang on, what's that one? Oh, Satan's post office, the Christmas village. Oh heck. But I never got round to doing it, so as I said, I'm not doing the Advents next year, but hopefully I will have time to do some other Christmassy things. I know I'm already thinking about next Christmas, but I'm going to say, I say it comes around too quick, but of late, I don't know if this has happened to you, maybe it's just because it was the in-between time between Christmas and New Year, but the time seems to have gone really slow. Both Mark and I have commented on it. It's not whizzed by, which is good. I think, hopefully, one of the arseholes who manipulates us has decided to slow the time down a bit. Who knows? Because I feel that last year they'd pressed fast forward. Did you feel that, folks? Did you think that someone, they can control our weather, they do cloud seeding. It's all in the public domain. It's not conspiracy now because they admit to doing it. So who knows what these so-called elite arseholes are doing to the timeline of our lives. Who knows? But yeah, things seem to be getting quite interesting. Here's I don't know if I've ever shown you this, she's never been out the box, but she's lost her foreskin on her arm. This is the Bionic Woman doll that I wanted when I was a kid. I wanted the Bionic Woman to go with my $6 million man, but Mummy wouldn't let me have it. So as I said in a previous video, I said that's what turned me queer, because I had to make do with Steve Austin and his boss Oscar Goldman, and they got jiggy. Now, if I was allowed this dolly, then Steve would have got jiggy with Jamie Summers, the Bionic Woman, and then I probably now would have kids and a wife and be very, very depressed. So I have got one now, but she's a little bit, she's never been out, she's never been out. Well, she has been out the box, but I've never taken her, I've never released her from the cardboard prison. She's got a mission purse, which has never been opened. I do have an older version of this that came with a very 70s frock. Where's the best way to get the light from here? Let me just walk into the light. Can we see her? Are you going to focus, love, or am I going to have to... Press a button. There, oh, that's better. There she is. She's got her little jumpsuit on. You see, she should have skin on the arms, you see. I've got a spare skin. You can see 2 of her bionic modules are showing, and they shouldn't. That's her mission purse, and there's some money, and you see, she's never been released. Look. And she doesn't have as many features as Steve. She has the bionic. But the only special thing she does is she makes a clicking noise, because she had a bionic ear, if some of you might remember. Oh. She's listening for all the gossip. What? And she's going to tell her friends. Some of these I've seen secondhand on eBay. The hair has gone all very wild. I mean, that's probably needs a bit of a comb. But I've never had the heart to release her from the prison. Oh, we can see what's in her mission purse. There, she's got comb. Everything she needs. A comb, a brush, lipstick, a mirror, condoms, tampons, etc. And here's some of the outfits you can get. So I've got one of them. Which outfit have I got? Hang on. Oh, I think it's, hang on, let me just look. I can't see. I think it's this outfit called Country Comfort. Why aren't you focusing, you arse wipe? Won't focus. Oh, crikey, it does. Country Comfort, but you can get all these silk and satin, peach dream, floral delight, casual day, gold dust, blue mist. Oh, more. Limelight, red dazzle, lunch date. So you could get those. I think you could. I think they did a beauty salon. Oh, yeah, there it is. Look. So, yes, you could plug her in. We still have those sort of things, like that mask I showed you in the last video. We have these things to plug into ourselves. So there she is, Jamie Samaroth. So as you can see, I don't know why. I see that's the trouble. I get bored. And then I think, oh, I could make a video. So I do, but sometimes I don't even put them up. You know, I chicken out of uploading them. I might not upload this one, but it's a work in progress, as it always is. But last night I was so pleased to find my passport, because that was a priority for today, but I did it last night. And things are progressing, but I'll show you what it looks like outside. Actually, I'll have to unplug. Hopefully there's enough charge in the battery now. But yeah, it's just very quiet with the snow. So they never what, hang on. I thought I went outside, and the dogs couldn't go out. It was that high, so I did dig a little area. So Daisy had a pee, and they have been out subsequently. But when I went out, I heard this buzzing noise, and someone had a drone out. So I don't know where they're from. Let me just see if I can unplug. Hopefully there's enough charge. Unplug. Oh, it's flashing. You haven't got enough battery. I don't know if you can we see the snow? That's the road, look. The road. And it's all snow. It's all snowy snow. Yeah, so anyway, don't mind my scruffy appearance. I've got food and all sorts down my M&S acrylic jumper. So anyway, I thought I'd touch base with you. We may not be selling the Caravan. Bit of news for you. I've been sort of thinking, oh, it would be a shame. Yeah. So I've mouthed it to Mark. Now Mark's after a new car because he's itching for a new car. And he's been looking at all these. We've been round a few garages, and I don't like them. I do like the Skoda he's got now, the Kodiak. I like it. Cody Bear, Mark calls it. And he's had a Skoda before, a Karoq. He's had BMWs before. He's had 2 BMWs. One he inherited from his dad, and then one he bought himself. And he's had a Honda Civic, which I didn't like. It was a bit sporty, a red thing, very low. He had a Mazda 3, which I did like, very comfy. But when we started caravanning, he had the Honda Civic, and that had to go because the Honda Civic he had, you couldn't fit a tow ball thing to it because of the way it was configured at the back passage. So we've been talking about getting rid, and I've been sort of a bit on the fence about it now. And he's now interested in the new Kodiaq because they've got some interest-free doodah. So I said, well, you can't get a new car until we get rid of the Caravan, because you need the existing car we've got with the tow ball on it to take it out storage, to take it to the dealer if they buy offers. So I said, well, you're not going to be able to buy a new car until the Caravan's gone. And then he said, well, the new Kodiaq will tow a Caravan. And I said, well, yes, but you're going to have to pay a few £100, probably at least £500 extra to have the tow ball fitted, at the factory. I think that's what they normally do. What's the point in doing that if we're not going to get rid of if we're going to get rid of the Caravan? So then we thought, shall we get rid of the Caravan? So I don't know. We might, but the plan is, if we're going to go further afield, maybe up to Scotland or Isle of Wight again, he wants to go to the Isle of Wight again, we'll go to a cottage. We can use the Caravan for more local, because the Yorkshire Dales is about 50 minutes away from where the Caravan's stored. The Lake District isn't too far, and we can go the other side. We can do Whitby and Filey in this sort of area. And also said, we won't take the awning. So we do have a little porch awning thing that's open, but it's it's covered, and it's big enough to keep a bin and our shoes and stuff, because it's doing all that he doesn't like, putting up the awning and palaver. So I think, and the way it's just been announced that the government are going to start charging X amount of hundreds of pounds for you to go abroad, some bloody green tax. You know how they're fleecing everyone. Now they're saying, oh well, the aeroplanes have to have this special fuel which is quite scarce and it costs a load more money, so you've got to pay £300 or £400 extra. So that there's some travel bloke saying, go on holiday now while you can. This is all planned. They don't want us travelling. I'm not conspiracy theorist, because you can see it. You can see they're pricing people out of holidays. Gone are the days of cheap holidays abroad. It's going to be so expensive. Some people will still go, they can afford it. But a lot of people will not be able to go on foreign holidays anymore. And also, we've got the dogs, so we can't really, while we've got the dogs, we can't go on foreign holidays. So that's why having the Caravan, even though they're both peeing and pooing everywhere, we took the carpets up, we take plenty of things to clean the mess up, and we try and avoid, everything's covered in waterproof covers, the beds, the sofas, all got waterproof, and I don't think the beds have, but they're not allowed on the beds now. So their days is settled into not being on the bed, which is good. But it's nice to have the dogs next to you on the sofa, in the evening when you're watching the telly in the Caravan. So we do have the waterproof covers as well. So, yeah, I don't know what's happening with the Caravan. I think we'll see. If Mark gets offered a good price for it, if he puts his feelers out, in a few months, maybe. But yeah, we had a nice break near Grassington in the Yorkshire Dales. Well, it was nice, but one of the days I was ill, so I spent the whole day in the Caravan being ill. I got a cold. But it was a nice, it was really, we got there far. Mark had to park up in a lay-by because we'd got there too soon. So it didn't really take long to get there. And we didn't bother with the awning. It was only a short stay. But, I'm thinking if we can use the Caravan more, but for shorter trips, more locally, within Yorkshire, maybe go up, into Cumbria. If we can get value from it, that's good. And now Mark has every other Monday off. He still works the same number of hours, but like tomorrow, Monday, he's got Monday off. So he normally works Monday to Friday, obviously, and then the next week he works Tuesday to Friday, and then Monday, you know, but he works longer hours, so he works the same hours. So, you know, he can, for the times he has the Monday off, we could go away on the Saturday, and come back the Monday, you know, if it's quite nearby, and then you don't, you know, for a short trip like that, you don't bother with the awning, but it's just nice to go somewhere different. So I said to him, well, it's up to me, it's half my car, it's my half of mine, you can't sell it unless I want to sell it as well. But then I don't want to say, right, I'm not selling it and he wants to sell it. I don't want to be that person. But I think he's sort of thinking like me, you know, we'll see, we're gonna see. But yeah, I'm veering towards wanting to keep it, try it for at least another year and see if we get better use of it this year, but more locally. Yeah, just, you know, so we may still be caravanners for a bit longer. I enjoy the Caravan. I do like the space, and to be honest, if we had a big enough drive or space to keep it, I'd keep the Caravan and just have it on the drive permanently and use it as an extra little room, because I just love the space. I just love the space of the Caravan. It's just so nice and it's not messy. But on New Year's Eve we went to our friends who own Little Willow, and Paul cooked us, handmade us pizza. So he comes in with his chef's hat. He had a chef's hat on and a chef's doodah apron, and we had to tick, I think they're vegan or vegetarian, so we had to tick what we wanted on our pizzas. So you know, you had to pick the colour of pesto, and if you wanted the onions and sweet corn. There was tuna. Tuna was an option. I think Mark did have tuna on his. So that was lovely. And then there was trifle for pudding. And then we played a little game and got some lovely little gifts. So that was nice. But we were home sort of 11:30. So we were awake, you know, we watched a bit of telly, waited for the fireworks to finish. About 12:30, you think, right, it's probably safe now to go to bed. So we did stay up, and that was lovely, you know, just quiet. Gone are the days of wanting to be outside. I remember one New Year's Eve years ago, we were stopping at some friends who lived near the centre of York, and we actually took out champagne glasses and some champagne, and we went to the Minster, where everyone crowded round. And you know, when it was New Year's Day, got the champagne. It was freezing. It was snow. Snow was on the ground. I was given a hug by a woman who I didn't know. I thought, yeah, you got to pay for this, honey. Would have been nice if it was a hunky bloke. But anyway, but gone are the days. And then of course we got back and had to sleep on a strange bed and a little bit hungover. No, you get to an age, folks, where you want to be in your home. I mean, it's fine going to our friends, you know, it's not too far away. That's fine. And because you're coming home, you know, you're going to somebody's house, having a nice meal and a chat and blah blah in the warm. You're not going out revelling. You get, as I said, you get to a stage in life where you want to be inside. You want your comforts. You want your slippers, you want your comfy sofa, you want your slanket. You want to know that when you've had a little tipple, you can get into your own bed and snuggle down and then just get up whenever you like. So I'm sure it's the same for everyone. But any road up, folks. I will pop another disc into my CD player and carry on with the sorting. I'll get my gubbins sorted behind me so I can, you know, maybe not this week, but start at least next week to start up the archiving again, digitizing my old stuff. Not just of the fact I can put it up on YouTube, it's the fact I want it digitized for my own personal doodah anyway, you know. And also, a heads up, a lot of my old stuff I will just have to eliminate anything that's maybe copyright, even a smidgen of music, a little clip, because I found that I can upload something and it's been fine, not been flagged, and then a week or so later, I get a flagged thing saying, oh, so-and-so are claiming this video because you've got 2 seconds of music. It's just a silly thing, that bloody doll that I got. 10 seconds of a doll singing. That was claimed. So I had to go back and, you know, I normally upload my videos long before, well, not long, but a few days normally before they go public. So it gives a chance, because they don't even have to be public to get a copyright, not a strike, but a copyright claim. You don't tend to get strikes unless somebody has said, yes, take the video down and give them a strike. Normally they will let you use that bit of music or footage, but you won't get paid anything for it, any money. And in the case of this channel, it's nothing. Goes to whoever, you know. But a lot of stuff has been up for ages, and then all of a sudden it says can't be monetized. So basically I might be introducing something for you to see, but it won't be there, you know what I mean? So it'll just be the content I've made myself. You can get away with it sometimes if you just use a very brief segment. I just don't see the problem in using some old footage, and sometimes it's stuff you can't see anywhere else. It's not even on, you know, catch up, you know. But I'm okay putting up old adverts and things from QVC and other home shopping channels on my other channel. That seems to be okay. I always say, well, these are no longer available, this is archive material. Visit qvc.co.uk if you just, you know, and I've always put that on, you know, and I just put these are uploaded for, you know, archive purposes, you know. Not, I don't know many people who record QVC, and I've got quite a lot of footage from other QVC and other home shopping channels, mainly vacuums and stuff, that I've recorded. You know, it's several years old, and it's quite interesting. Obviously you can't buy the things anymore, but it's like a little bit of history. Because who else bothers recording? You know, I can't think many people do. I still record stuff now while QVC is still going, and that all for Ideal World. I don't think that's going to last much longer myself. But and QVC probably, you know. But while it's there, it's I wish I'd recorded more back in the day, to be honest, because I've had DVD recorders for many years, and VHS, obviously, video recorders. I wish I'd thought to record more of that sort of mundane stuff that people don't think to record, because, you know, if it's been on the main television, a lot of people would record it. But, you know, infomercials and QVC demos, you know, I think they're interesting, you know, slice of history. What do you think, folks? But anyway, if you want to see those on my other channel, I possibly should record other things. I only tend to record the stuff I'm interested in, you know, the appliances, the vacuums, some tech. I don't think I'll record an hour long of beauty or jewellery or women's clothing, although it would possibly be quite interesting for some folk. Maybe I'll start doing that and putting that sort of stuff on this channel, and just leaving the vacuum stuff for my vacuum channel, and other QVC and home shopping stuff featuring different things. On this one, perhaps, who knows, I've really nattered on far too long. I don't know what the time is now, but I've wasted so much time. Well, it's not a waste. It's not a waste, is it? Because I've had a chat. I've had a chat with you, haven't I? So I can't say it's a waste. But I really need to crack on, folks. Sorry to leave you, but I must. I will be back at some other point. Maybe in the next video I'll show you. Look, I've managed to get this tidy, folks. Look. I can walk around my bed, I can get into all my drawers, I can sit at my desk, I can find what I need in this room. But there's still a lot to go. I really want to declutter the kitchen. I need Mark's help with that. Most of the stuff is mine in the cupboards, but there's stuff we've got in cupboards in the kitchen we don't use, and there's too many things out on the worktop. If we decluttered the cupboards, I could put some things in the inside. You know, we use the bread maker quite a lot, but it's always out. You know, I'd rather that was in the cupboard, so when we need it, just use it and then put it back. It still will get used. I know things get forgotten about in cupboards, but the bread maker, Mark uses it more than I do. But if it's in the cupboard where we normally, you know, just under the worktop, you just take it out, you know, use it, wash it out, put it back. He knows it's there, and then you've got more worktop space. I want a more clear space to, you know. Just want to declutter, and then clean. Deep clean after decluttering, and then decorate. I'm gonna, as God is my witness, I will be decorating the master suite, not the ensuite, because that's done, but certainly my bedroom, all down the stairs and to the lower landing. That's going to be done this year. And if it's not, you can tell me off. If I come on here on New Year's Eve or just before and it's still not done, you can give me a right good tongue lashing, folks. But I'm determined. I've told you now, so I'm going to do it. I'm going to get it done. I'm doing it, Rog. So, goodbye. And I'll see you all very, very, very soon, perhaps. Or maybe not at all. Whenever. But if you subscribe, click the bell icon. Wherever I decide, or whenever I decide to upload, you will get a little notification, won't you? And you won't miss any of my, frankly, exciting, enthralling, thrilling life I like to share with. I'm a giver. I'm a giver. I'm not a taker. I don't take. I give. I give my love to you for watching. See ya. I'm going. Bye.